All right.
So, hi everybody, welcome. My name is Rose and I'm the Director of Recruitment for Dream Team. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to our Summer 2024 Application Cycle Information Session.
Love the vibes.
So this year our theme is Camp Dream Team. So really focused on creating friendships and memories, and we are so excited to see all of y'all's takes on this theme in our application super soon. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to Kimmy to talk to y'all a little bit about Dream Team.
Hey guys, my name is Kimmy and I'm the Vice President of Dream Team. So welcome to our Summer 2024 App Cycle Info Session. We're so excited that you all came. I just wanted to start off with giving you guys a little bit of a breakdown of our executive board and just organize this session so you guys can have some more information about Dream Team, and then later we'll get into a bit of Q&A. But yeah, let's get started. So this is our team. We are broken into 4 branches. So the executive branch, the membership branch, the programming branch, and the finance branch. So each branch kind of manages different parts of Dream Team, and it allows for a lot of opportunity for leadership and just for us to really bond as a team and lead our membership. So it kind of allows us to get into the Gainesville community and do everything we need to do in and out of hospital. So this is our mission to brighten the lives of the children in the pediatric ICU and pediatric cardiac ICU at Shands Children's Hospital. We achieve this mission through various initiatives like one-on-one, weekly volunteering, out-of-hospital events like in the community. We work a lot with the Gainesville community, and then activities in the hospital like Capes for Kids, crafts, music weeks, and other really fun things. So yeah.
All right. Let me go here so you all can see me too. My name is Sionica. I'm the VP of Membership. So this whole app cycle is kind of like a me and Rose thing. So if you have any questions, you can come to us after, or literally anyone in exec. But like Kimmy said, we volunteer at the pediatric cardiac ICU and the pediatric ICU. And that's units 10-2 and 10-4 on the 10th floor of Shands. And then just some general things that you need to know about weekly volunteering if you're applying this cycle, which I assume you're all here because you're applying this cycle. Each summer volunteer will have a Dream Team shift once a week. That's going to be 3 hours on the unit. We have a bunch of social events and things that the rest of our membership and exec will expand on a little bit, but generally members have to be active for their first 2 semesters. So in this case, it would be your summer semester and then your fall semester after that. And then after fall, you're allowed 1 inactive semester throughout the duration of your time in Dream Team. So just something to keep in mind. If you have specific questions, you can email us or talk to us after, but just general things to keep in mind.
Hey guys, I'm Vanessa. I'm the Capes for Kids director, and our branch oversees Capes, arts, music, STEM, and CLTV initiatives. And basically, this is stuff that we do with the kids in the PICU and PCICU. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Capes, and I'll pass it on to the other directors, and they'll tell you more about what they do within their each branch. And this is just one way to brighten the lives of the kids, and it's super fun. And so I am the Capes for Kids director. So what we do is basically we do a lot of projects with the kids and we make capes for them. And it's a way to kind of make them feel like they're their own superhero, especially since they're in a lot of immunocompromised and they have a lot of diseases that they're struggling with. So it's a way to kind of brighten their day and make them have a good time on the unit.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaylee and I'm going to be talking a little bit about musical development for Dream Team. So we host music weeks where we get to sing and play with the kids and instruments in their hospital rooms. Through this, we get the opportunity to implement music as a source of joy and care for the kids at Shands. Music has been shown to promote relaxation, reduce stress levels, and uplift the mood of patients. Our musical development program allows us to create enriching connections with the patients in ways traditional conversation may not do.
Hi guys, me again. But I'm just gonna talk a little bit about our STEM branch. So our little STEM director activity section allows us to spread STEM related principles in the hospital and allow for STEM related crafts and activities to just kind of spread that on the unit. Along with being a simply like fun way to engage with the kids, it allows us to create a deeper connection with them and allows them to better understand the world around them.
Hey again. So I'm going to be talking also about the artistic development. So spending time with the kids, we do coloring and crafts and other little arts and craft things. And it's really fun because it allows the kids to make more personal connections with them. And it allows them to express themselves through art, which is super fun and safe for all the kids in the unit. And through arts and crafts, we get to bring out the inner kid while brighten the lives of all the kids in the unit. And another initiative we have is the CLTV initiative. And basically 3 years ago, it was really hard for us to kind of communicate with the kids, especially since we couldn't have contact with them because, as you may know, a lot of them can't be, they're immunocompromised and can't be having contact with outside people. So what we did is that we created a YouTube channel, and by doing this, we do challenges and dares, and you can even do cooking videos or reading videos, and it's just a really fun way to kind of bring outside life to the lives of the kids in Shands, and it's a super fun initiative. And if you are in Dream Team, we really recommend that you try it out.
What's up, guys? My name is Alex. I'm the Director of Internal Affairs. I'm gonna talk about the membership branch. I'll stand over here so you can see the slides. But basically, membership branch, we're in charge of bringing Dream Team together, and we're also the ones in charge of the application cycle. And I want to talk to you guys about what we do to try to make Dream Team more like a friendly, family-oriented environment. And then I will note that our membership includes people of various backgrounds. We have finance majors, pre-health majors, and then also theater majors. So, but we all have like a passion for the kids in the hospital, and that's what brings us together. And then some of the events that we've done, went to Epcot, but those are the fun ones, Epcot. And then Monday nights we do Boca Fiesta. That's a good time. But we also do mentee programs, new member welcome, new member retreats, buddy dates, and then some bonfires, some pool parties. So we do a lot of events just to bring you guys closer together. And then because all of our members are required to be vaccinated, we are able to have safe and fun person events throughout the semester in the hospital.
Hi again. I'm going to talk to you all a little bit about our diversity and inclusivity committee. So this was started 2 years ago, and it's only grown just due to all the work that the Dream Team members put into it, into increasing diversity and representation through some of the resources that we provide to the units. So we're working to consistently collect resources like books and toys to provide our units in the hospital. And then also through our committee, we've hosted several workshops on important topics, including medical disparities, disability awareness, and cultural competency for our members. So it's a really cool initiative that we're really proud of in Dream Team.
All right, and then our Director of External Affairs is Annika, but she couldn't be here today, so I'm gonna go over this real quick. We do a lot of work in the community as well. So we've done Project Makeover this past weekend. We do a horse retirement farm. We've done Camp Boggy Creek. Lots of different things, lots of ways to get involved, and we're always looking for more ways to do that. So if you are in Dream Team, we highly do encourage everyone to come to us with your ideas of how we can be more involved in the community.
Hey guys, I'm John, one of the directors of internal philanthropy here at Dream Team, alongside with Phoebe. So our our department we're in charge of planning the annual 5K for Dream Team. The annual 5K for Dream Team is kind of how we use to finance all the things that we do to make Dream Team run for the PCICU and PICU. A lot of it is raising funds for our special event crafts that we have, especially for immunocompromised patients who are unable to leave their bed. So having these crafts is so pivotal to enriching the lives of our patients within the units. And this year we raised $5,500. So we did a really good job planning it. Then we have pictures from our last annual 5K, and this year was our 7th annual 5K. So yeah.
Everyone, I'm Phoebe. I'm the other director of internal philanthropy for Dream Team. Along with the 5K, one of our big drives, the fundraiser drives, so we focus on Organ Donation Awareness Week. This is a week where during both the fall and spring semester, we take some time to just educate the Gainesville community about organ donation. Obviously, this is super important to us because a lot of our kiddos are waiting for hearts, kidneys, they're like long-term patients on the unit. So it's just helpful to get out there, teach the Gainesville community a little bit about the importance of organ donation, sign up donors. This past spring, we were actually able to sign up 60 additional organ donors to the registry. It's just super exciting, something that we really like to spend a lot of time dedicated to one of our big initiatives. And now I'm gonna pass this over to Sarah from Finance.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah. I'm the Vice President of Finance. So my team is Mayrob, the Director of Merch, Maggie, Director of Fundraising, and Yash in the back, Director of Sponsorship. And we're responsible for raising and allocating funds for all the fun projects we do in Dream Team, like the art kits, any STEM things, anything like that. So aside from that, we also work closely with internal philanthropy to help get sponsors for the 5K. And we also organize the monthly restaurant fundraisers, which is a super fun time to like get to know your fellow Dream Team members, get good food, and just support our club in general. We also do fundraisers outside of that. For example, in the fall of 2020, we held a trunk or treat, which was just a super fun event where families and students around Gainesville came and helped us raise money.
Hey guys, so we just wanted to make a quick little distinction between us and Dream Team Engineering because we frequently get questions about that. So Dream Team Engineering is a separate nonprofit organization that makes new technologies to enhance the lives of the patients that we serve at the hospital. So they have 4 divisions: design, software engineering, research, and some special events. And then they also have application cycles every fall and spring, but those are separate from our application cycle. So if you're interested in Dream Team Engineering, follow UF Dream Team ENG on Instagram for more information.
So we are so excited to be having this application cycle and welcome a whole new Dream Team class super soon. So just with that, I just wanted to wrap up by talking a little bit about our timeline for this application cycle. So first of all, I just want to recommend everybody follow us on Instagram. We're going to have all of our updates and reminders and everything linked there. And the handle will be on the last slide. So I would definitely recommend following that just to stay in the loop about everything. And then we're also having a Meet the Exec event this Friday, March 1st, in the tables like outside of Matherly, like that outdoor area. We definitely recommend come and ask any questions, just get to know us, and it's a really fun event. So definitely try to be there. And then once the application opens after this session, you'll have about 19 days to complete it, and then we'll review applications and send out interview invitations. So yeah, I know there's a lot of info, but again, all of this will be on our social media and our website as well. And for our Q&A, we're just going to kind of spread out around the room, and we definitely encourage y'all to come talk to us, ask us any questions that you have, anybody on exec, anybody in Dream Team stuff. We definitely are excited to talk to y'all and answer any questions that you might have.
Disperse. Ask your questions. And Zoom
Thank you
people,
all so much
I'm
for
gonna be
coming.
answering your questions, so go ahead and fire away in the chat, and I will do my best to answer all of them. And we'll just continue reporting for this as well. Anyone have any questions? Okay, so we will not require rec letters. The application, like, we don't ask for your GPA, we don't ask for like rec letters or anything. It's just it should be 3 to 4 different like application related like just essay answers. And then some general information, like making sure that you would adhere to like the volunteer guidelines at the hospital, making sure that you're available for like all of our summer programming activities, and all of that. But no rec letters. There will be a separate application for fall most likely. And that will open in either late July or August. Besides being vaccinated, are there any other things you need to get done to be able to volunteer? So it's going to be vaccinations, and then a lot of the paperwork in the hospital you'll be given if you do get in. Can you all hear me? It's really loud in here because everyone's asking questions. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so there's not anything specific that you need other than to be vaccinated in order to apply. You just also need to make sure that you meet all the requirements that we list on the application, but it's super clear. Like when you open it, you'll see it'll have like the dates and the times you need to be available for like information sessions from the hospital, for our events, like our new member welcome, new member retreat, stuff like that. Besides that, you need to be here for the entirety of Summer C if you're going to be a volunteer in the summer. Yeah, which also answers the next question, which is what are the dates for the summer term? It's going to be the entirety of Summer C, and it's going to be a little bit before when we have the online information session from the hospital, and then there's going to be an in-person information session, which will be during like the first week of classes. But yeah, just once the application opens up, definitely like look through all those dates, make sure that you're able to make it because all of those are required in order for you to apply. Anyone have anything else? I'm also happy to like talk about my experiences in the org, all that stuff. How many people will be accepted during the summer? So unfortunately, we don't have that number just yet because we do get that number from the hospital and the capacity in the hospital. So if like we have a lot of volunteers graduating and if like the unit is going to be filled to some like capacity over the summer, that's like what we look at when we decide how many people will be accepting. So I don't have that number is the short answer. Would we also be volunteering during the week in between summer A and summer B? No. So all of the breaks that we get through school, we also get as volunteers. So you would not. And you're also allowed 2 absences every semester. Excused, but like 2 absences that you don't have to make up. And then everything you miss after that, which can be up to 4, you will have to make those up. But yeah, also, like I was saying, if anyone wants to hear like about my experiences in this org or like just anything related to the hospital or like Dream Team overall, ask away because I love to talk about this stuff. Okay, can you talk about your experience as part of Dream Team? So I joined my freshman year, and honestly, like I tell everyone this, like this org has actually like been the best part of my college experience here so far. It's like, so the people that I've met through it and like the volunteering that you do, it's so meaningful and so impactful. And it's just something like I am grateful for every day that I have. And like, for example, like on the unit, you'll be doing something different and this kind of answers the next question, actually. What would we be doing in the ICU? So you're basically volunteering with patients, and their families. So sometimes the families will be in the room. Sometimes it'll just be the patient. You can do arts and crafts. You can do STEM events. You can just hang out with them. You can watch movies. We've done like dance parties. We've done concerts. And like, I honestly could not even tell you like one experience that I love because there's so many different unique ones. Like last week, for example, I was on the unit and there was a kid on my shift who was basically like at the end of the shift would not let me leave the room and was like, please, like, just be my best friend. We need to go hang out. Like he wanted to take me to his house and show me his house because he just loved volunteering with me. And these are like 4 or 5-year-olds and like, they just really love the time that we spend with them. And so I think that's like really the most impactful part is like, you really are making a difference in someone's life and you're making a difference in like supporting their family as well. Because I can imagine, and I'm sure all of you can imagine, like this is not an easy time for any of them. And so being there for them is really important. So that kind of answers your question too as well, Asher. What would we be doing in the ICU? Pretty much all of that, just being there to support the patients, support the families, hang out with them. honestly, there's never a time where like I felt bored on the unit. And then someone's asking, so can we register for classes? So to apply to Dream Team and to be here over the summer, you just need to be present in Gainesville. You don't have to take classes, but a lot of people who are here obviously like choose to take classes so they can get that like 9 credit requirement out of the way anyways. So that's something, if you are going to be here over the summer, you are taking classes, definitely apply. I've been here both summers and I've taken classes both summers. So you volunteer, you take classes, you get stuff out of the way. It's awesome. Are all positions solely volunteer ones, or are there any paid job positions as well? There are not any paid job positions. That would be something you'd have to apply through Shands if you're interested in. I know there's like support tech positions and stuff. So if that's something you are interested in, I would look at like the UF Shands website. They have like positions that you need certifications for, positions that you don't need certifications for that you can just apply to. So just take a look at that. And then do you need to have a good knowledge of medical terms and science, or is it more about just interacting with patients? You don't need to know anything about medicine. Like, yeah, I honestly do not know any medical terms beyond like the basics, and you don't even have to be like a pre-health major to apply to the org. So overall, we're like pretty much just looking for people who are passionate about what we're doing and are interested in the cause and are interested in volunteering with these kids and making sure that they have a good time. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking for. What should we expect if we get to the interview process? So one thing I tell everyone, because I know interviews can be super intimidating, and like, trust me, I've been there too, is we're like also college students. We're just trying to get to know you. So don't be nervous when you walk in, and like, we're here to just get to know you better. If you've made it to the interview step, like you've already come that far, like we already think you'd be a qualified applicant. We're just trying to get to know you a little bit better, and we're trying to just hear from you, hear about your experiences, give you an opportunity to tell us why you should be in this organization. And I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but my main piece of advice would just be to like be yourself, and like don't be nervous during the interview, because we're just excited to get to know you. What are you looking for in applicants, and what can make for a strong application? So what can make for a strong application, I would say, is tell us why you want to be in Dream Team specifically. Why are you drawn to like our mission specifically? Why are you interested in volunteering with the population that we volunteer with? So the pediatric ICU, the pediatric cardiac ICU. What experiences have you had in your life that like would make you a good volunteer? Those kinds of things. And the application questions will like tailor to these things. Make sure that like you're telling us enough in those application answers to where like, if I read it, for example, like I feel like I have gotten to know you through that application. Like make sure that it reflects you. And that's like mainly what we're looking for as well. Are you allowed to be volunteering through Shands and be in Dream Team at the same time? So there are certain programs that let you do this. And one of those is the Art in Medicine program. And there's also like the No One Dies Alone program. And those are like opportunities that you can do both. So like you can be in Dream Team and also be on the unit as like a No One Dies Alone volunteer, or as like another volunteer through Shands. So there's a lot of ways to like get involved, a lot of ways to support Shands and to volunteer through Shands. But how it works is you're just not allowed to be in 2 different volunteer organizations at the same time. Like, so for example, like Footprint, Solace, Hospitality Team, Dream Team, like you can only be in one of those. I think I'm missing one, Streetlight as well. But you are allowed to apply to more than one of those. You just have to like at the end, if you do get into multiple, pick one. Can you apply for just fall 24 and start in the fall? I'm not sure if you already mentioned this. Okay. So yeah, you can. If you're not going to be here over the summer, that's totally cool. You can apply to our fall cycle. We most likely will have one. That might change depending on if there's capacity. So it's either going to be the fall cycle next or the spring cycle, but we will have a future application cycle, and you can apply to that one if you're not going to be here over the summer. But I highly encourage, like, if you do have an opportunity to be here over the summer, it's a really great way to like get to know the people in Dream Team, and also like summer vibes in Gainesville are really fun. Like, so if you're going to be here, highly encourage applying. Are there modes of transportation from campus to Shands? Yes, I believe I take bus 1 sometimes from like my apartment to Shands, but there's plenty of buses that go to Shands. And if not, you can always like bus to the rights and then walk over to Shands. Do you have to be present throughout the whole summer, or can you just be present through some of the summer? So for volunteering, you do have to be here for summer C entirely, but you can, like, let's say you live in Jacksonville or something, right? And you're going to be here taking classes for summer B, but you're not going to be here for summer C. If you're going to be here and you're able to commute for that volunteer shift, you can still apply. And you're able to commute for like those, like the information session, the new member retreat. It would be a lot of commuting, but if you're going to be here for a part of the summer, you just have to make sure that you'll be volunteering for the entirety of the summer. And ideally you'd be here because like you want to hang around us and we're super cool and fun. But yeah, that's the short answer to that question. Do the volunteer hours count as clinical hours? So the answer to this question, I am not entirely sure. But they do count as like patient contact hours because we are going to be like, we're not like performing procedures or anything, but we are like volunteering with the patients and they would count as like patient contact hours because we're with them for the entirety of that 3-hour shift. If you are accepted to summer, are you automatically in fall or do you reapply? Yeah, so you're automatically in. So whatever semester you get in, as long as you complete all of the paperwork, all the background checks, everything that Shands needs, and you're onboarded as a volunteer, you're a volunteer until you choose to leave, until you graduate pretty much. So yeah, once you're in, you're in. Will there be events every week over the summer or is it a type of orientation? So typically what we do is we have plenty of events like Alex was talking about. He's our internal affairs director. We have events throughout the semester always going on. Like we have a Boca Fiesta every Monday. We have, we've done like intramural volleyball. We do intramural basketball. We do like project makeover. We do horse retirement farm volunteering. We have like pool socials, barbecue socials. There's just, honestly, something always comes up. There's usually like several things every week. You pick and choose what you want to go to, but especially if you're like a new member, it's like honestly super fun your first semester because like everyone wants to get to know you and you'll really feel welcome. Like I definitely felt that way when I first got in, and I'm super glad that like I had that opportunity, and I hope if you like you all get in, like that you also have that opportunity too. Do we have any other questions? Well, as you're, I'm not sure if this was answered, but if we don't apply this semester, would apps open in the fall? So as of right now, we're not entirely sure if apps are going to be opening in the fall, but they most likely will be. And if not, it would be our spring cycle would be the next one. When is the new member retreat typically during the summer? It's going to be at the beginning of the, oh, actually, no, this semester it's going to be before. So it's going to be April 28th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I know that's like during reading days, but we wanted to like get to know everyone who gets in right before like the summer actually starts. So it's going to be, everyone's onboarded, everyone's like in our system. We have our new member retreat during the spring, and then you break for summer break, and then we come back and we're all volunteering, we're all having socials, having fun. Are there any specific work hours? Is it easy to balance with other personal jobs? So like I said, it's just that 3-hour shift every week, and then we have GBMs every other Thursday at 6:30. Those are typically like an hour, and we usually end up doing like spontaneous like dinners or something after. We go to Swamp, or like we'll go to like Canes. So I would probably block out like 2 hours for GBMs because they're usually followed with something fun. Or we'll have like a D&I presentation. But typically, other than that, like it's going to be, the involvement is up to you, but I highly encourage that, like, I mean, once, like, you will want to be more involved and like you will want to come to things because you'll just love the vibes. But yeah, typically I would say 5 hours a week total, 4 to 5. If you're going to like events and like getting your points and things. Yes, the application will open tonight. Me and Rose just have to look over a couple things as soon as this info session ends, but after that it'll be on our Instagram, which make sure you all follow our Instagram. I don't know if this is even the last slide. Let me see. Yeah. So make sure to follow our Instagram because that's like where all the updates are going to be. UF Dream Team. And we'll also have like probably posts going up about like experiences from members. So if you want to like read more about that as you're doing your application, we'll have people talking about their experiences on there too. And you can kind of scroll through. We have like archives that go back to like 2014 when this org was first founded. GBMs during spring and fall semesters, GBMs are always Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Is there a benefit to submitting an application earlier rather than later? No, we all procrastinate. So we look at applications after they close. Everyone's application is looked at the same. We don't like value applications that are submitted earlier rather than later. But I do encourage like all of you, even if you like don't have time to like complete the application like soon, just open it up and like look at the questions so you can start like thinking about answers in the back of your head or like jot stuff down in your notes and then you can like start to type out those answers closer to the deadline. Just so that you have like you are able to give it your full time and like give it a lot of thought before you actually get like those words on paper. Because yeah, the main thing like we want from all of you is like put your best self forward in the application because that's the only part of you that like we will know. And like all applications are name blind. So we're not going to even see like we're not going to see any of that information. We're just going to see your responses. So kind of just keep that in mind and tell us your story. Do we have anything else? Well, if you have more questions, feel free to email our recruitment email or the membership email is my email. If you want an answer from me, you can copy both of us if you want. And one of us will definitely, or both of us will get back to you pretty soon. Last call for questions. Anything at all. If you aren't following the Instagram, go do that right now. All right. Well, in that case, I am going to turn off our recording.